Hey, are you wearing pants?
Today I am, yeah.
Okay. I am too.
Today, that's good. The butter trick works.
Oh, it does?
According to Bronwyn, yeah.
Well, she would know. She's Irish.
It's an Irish
Hey,
trick.
Itchy, don't go near him. He's Irish.
Oh. No.
Okay, so you're done posting all your stuff so we can actually start a thing?
Well, we were in like the middle of it, and then I screwed it up, so
Okay.
I'll take responsibility. But I'm trying to figure out how to get everybody to move over.
Oh, so they have to have a different link now?
I already kind of posted the new link, but doesn't mean that they're here. Here we go.
Okay, because
Matt Makowsky. Is Matt Makowsky here?
I don't know. Dr. Makowsky.
Oh,
Agent
Aaron Wood
Dr.
is here?
Makowsky. Aaron Wood is here.
Hello.
Hi, Aaron Wood.
Did I miss anything? I noticed you guys just crashed, and I had to go away from the
Yeah, we
computer.
crashed, and then I accidentally posted the Hangout link, but that's fine. I guess we're stuck with Aaron Wood, huh?
Push the button for
I can leave if this is intimate. I can tell Jane hates me anyway, so.
So you're just my latest victim.
You can stay, Aaron Wood, if you reshare and tag and all that
Oh.
stuff. So.
I kind of like it. At the
That's
bottom of
right
my
now.
screen, I'm in a man's sandwich. I really like it.
You're a Sammy Davis Jr.
I'm in a
So
man's
what can I do here to link this? I don't want to do it so everyone else can come in here.
Oh no! Well, how did you just saw Elle Gray? Serious question. You just saw that I posted the Hangout link by accident, right?
Yeah, and then I jumped in. So I don't want to reshare that, but what I'll do is I'll reshare your profile, and then people.
Well, I put the link
You're
in
gonna
the
have to do a
chat.
Brady Bunch thing.
Okay.
Put the link in the chat. Yeah. So this is the PLUStainment Show, and we were telling a lot of stories, or Jane was telling a lot of stories.
Apparently, I was telling stories just because I thought we were messing around.
About the mafia.
The mafia and the cats and
He's
the butter.
told better ones, but anyway,
yeah,
it was much funnier coming from him. I got my own stories, you know.
Forget about it. My stories is safe. That's for the story show. This is the PLUStainment Show. I'll save my stories. I'm just kidding. No, but you met a lot of famous people, and you've been around the world a few times and back.
Who are you talking to? Me?
Of course, you.
Oh,
Aaron
yes,
Wood
I
is
have.
not really here.
Okay.
No, I'm not here.
Yes, I have met a lot of famous people.
All right, good.
Well, you want me to start naming them? Here, I will tell you a small true story, which you will appreciate. Whether or not you like the music of Garth Brooks is irrelevant to me.
Okay.
Because he gained my appreciation for, I was backstage with him, and I worked in radio, and I was backstage with him, there were about 6 of us, and 2 of them were contest winners. You know, you always got to watch it. It's the real public. It's just a joke. The public's great. But, so, he didn't have anything to do except hang out and wait for Alison Krauss to finish her set. And he thought he would have to do what's called a meet and greet, what you do with everybody. They want a picture, he signs the autograph, and you leave, because people are usually like, oh my God, I'm meeting whoever. Well, he had this huge stack of things to sign, and we had an hour or so before he was going to go on. And I said, well, yeah, you can sign them later. Like, you know, what up? Because we'd crossed paths many times before, and this was like 3 years into, I mean, he was big. He wasn't like, oh my God, big, but he was big then. And that man knows his Stripes, his Animal House, his Ghostbusters. He knows all his movie quotes because they all watched him on the bus. And we had the best time trading movie quotes. And that is actually one of my favorite memories. But he knows his pop culture, and I appreciate that greatly about him.
Who's this?
Garth Brooks.
Okay.
And
okay.
his pop culture knowledge.
Yeah. You know what about Garth Brooks? He's a country singer in Vegas, and he had a minor league thing that he was able to do with the Padres because he likes baseball. That was
awesome.
He can also operate any camera. Because if you think about it, people who come up to meet celebrities who do meet and greets, they all have, well, this was when a lot of people would carry other cameras. This was in the 90s, when not every phone or any phone took pictures. So this is somewhere in the 93 to 96 area. And he knew how to operate every single camera because I saw him do it at different venues. People would go, oh, I don't know what, because they bought it on their way to the show, and he'd say, let me have it. And he would fix their camera and hand it back to someone to take the picture because he came into contact with so many people who wanted to take a picture with him.
Makes sense.
But I thought, you know, I'm sure a lot of other people in the situation know how to do the same thing.
Cynthia Yildirim says you look lovely, and she was wondering if you went out or it was for us, and I said it's probably for both, mostly for us. So
it's just for you. It's just for you. But thank you, Cynthia. Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is the PLUStainment Show. We talk about pop culture, TV, movies, occasional stories, mafioso, cats, butter,
cats and butter,
and cats and butter, and the Game of Thrones premiere.
It's so
delicious. It's so delicious. It was last night. Game of Thrones. I think Aaron is a big Game of Thrones and Mad Men fan, so he was all dying to get in here. Game of Thrones returns after a long time away, and I actually waited a long time to watch. I watched the marathon of season 1, and I waited until a couple months ago, which is good. That way I didn't have all that time to wait in between, which I always hated during Lost.
Yes, Lost, it would make me my sugar nut.
Yeah.
Couldn't,
it was annoying. It was just
and then
annoying.
it would sneak up on you and go, dun dun, and like, oh, it's over.
Right, exactly. So I like the idea that I waited to move ahead. But so the season premiere was great. Peter Dinklage, we're talking about short people jokes. He was great. He had some great lines in the opener. He said to Cersei, who I guess is Lena Headey, who's beautiful, you love your children. It's your one redeeming quality, and your cheekbones. That was a good line. And he also said we had 3 Starks to trade. You chopped one's head off and let another escape. So those 2 lines.
Did you just say escape? You didn't, did you?
I did. That was my New York coming out. Escape.
I love the line where he says, "How does it feel to kind of be the disappointment now?" And he just kept digging into her, and I thought it was great to just watch her squirm.
Yeah. If he digs any further, he'll be the other brother having sex with her. But
oh man,
that's crazy. Yeah, it was really cool. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. They're all battling to get rid of this idiotic teenager. And I'm guessing the queen. Basically they took over last season, and spoiler alert, the king now is like this teenager, Joffrey. And he was a brat teenager.
The ballet, the Joffrey.
Joffrey ballet, and he was a brat teenager, and now he's king. He just wants to kill everybody. It's just like, you're dead. I'm gonna kill you. Yep. He called his mother a whore, and basically she slaps him, and after she slaps him, he says that. What you just did is punishable by death, and you'll never do it again. To his mother. So.
He's actually growing a pair now. Before he was very whiny and snivelly, and he's still a jerk. But now he's kind of drunk with power. You know, he knows that.
So he did an Anakin.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch them take a knife and shove it in his throat a few times. That'll be a good part. Everyone will clap during that.
Matt, have you read any of the books, or
I haven't, but I would love it if it was a twist and Peter Dinklage gets so sick of him that he does it. That would be awesome. But maybe I'm wrong. And so I enjoyed it. Did you? I'm guessing you enjoyed it, Aaron. Any other favorite parts?
I liked the order and the pacing of it. I just finished book 2 yesterday.
Feist and Fire.
Yeah, A Clash of Kings.
Don't scratch that.
And they took stuff that happened 3/4 of the way through the book and brought it up into this episode, which was good because there's so much passage of time that happens in the book compared to the show. I was wondering how they're going to handle that, because the beginning of the book, maybe halfway, is pretty boring. You know, more new characters, more plot development. That's kind of slow, and then everything starts to happen. But they moved a lot of that up, and I thought it really helped the pace of the show, and was a good move on their part to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover, so with books especially, Hunger Games I didn't see, but did you see Hunger Games?
Yes, I did. I saw that this weekend. And,
worth seeing?
Thoughts?
It was interesting. It was kind of like a Running Man mixed with The Long Walk, mixed with... I didn't see Battle Royale, but I heard there's parts that are similar, but parts that are way different. So it's kind of just kids killing each other. It was a good story, though. I'd give it like 3 stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't crazy violent, right? It was tame. It didn't show a lot.
It was pretty tame, yeah. For being PG-13, a lot of the death either happens off screen or implied, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I mean, in the book it's violent, but it is a book for young adults, so.
Yeah.
But Game of Thrones, thumbs up. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see. There are a lot of people fighting a lot of different areas, sects of people trying to take over the kingdom. There's tons of stories to follow. This new lady priest, this new character, that new sect, and the woman with the dragons.
Sinead O'Connor's on there. What?
Sinead O'Connor is on there, yeah. And then there's the lady with the dragons. I guess you can't underestimate someone that has dragons, right?
Oh yeah, Danis and her Dany and her dragons are going to be a big thing.
Her dragon breath, probably. That's probably going to kill them all. And then Mad Men, I don't know. Mad Men, I watched a little of season 1, and I know it's awesome. I didn't get fully into it, and I actually have not really watched it, but I did watch in between my two things at an hour. I watched Mad Men, and it's what are the chances the one episode I do get to see is about hiring a Jew. It's about hiring a Jew. And so basically that was the line where Sterling says, they're like, oh, everyone's hiring one nowadays.
Everyone's hiring one.
Everyone has a Jew, yeah. So that was
yours
that
today.
Exactly.
On sale now.
Yeah, everyone has one. What was like 1960s or whatever, so.
Yeah.
But,
I've only watched the premiere, the first, the combined 2 episodes, and I'm starting to watch Sunday's episode now, but I like the premiere, but it's still a show, and I made a post about this last week. It's a show about people making terrible choices. Everybody on that show makes a terrible choice. The only one that seemed like they had a small shot of redemption this season was his daughter, when she just seemed normal, but compared to all the junk she was doing in the last seasons, acting psychotic and hanging around with the weird kid and everything, and doing weird things around the house. Now she's just kind of fine, and everybody else, of course, is still doing crappy things to each other. But it's kind of fascinating in a way, because you get the culture of the time and the ads that they're doing, and it's kind of ripped out of history a little bit. So that part's compelling.
Yeah.
Jerks.
I think Mad Men's are great. I was saying, I think it's basically feels like a Sopranos, except for advertising. It feels that way a little bit.
Yeah, and no one dies. Well, sometimes.
Well, yeah, but they cut each other's throats in the office. They undercut each other, and and relationships and cheating on each other. And
that was really deep, Matthew.
Very deep.
They cut each other in the office right here.
Cut you
like a knife. Yeah, and then the killing, which I don't know if you guys maybe rewatched, but there was a big controversy at the end of last season because the AMC said, "Who killed Rosie Larson?" That was their big ad campaign, and everyone was thinking they were going to find out. And then at the end of season 1 of the killing, they dragged it on, and everyone was pissed off. And so now, season 2, we all thought we were going to find out near the beginning. Now, you're not going to find out who killed this girl.
Was it Mary Crosby?
It was Mary Crosby, but you're not going to actually find out who Mary Crosby's accomplice was until the end, the finale of season 2. And
it's like watching American Idol, where the results show. I've seen one episode of American Idol, and it was the results show, and they just
don't ever watch a results show ever.
They just kept dragging it out, and right up after next time we're gonna talk. Oh God, it was terrible.
A results show will make you want to stick a fork in your eye.
I think I lost an eye that day because
they're very painful.
You took an arrow to the knee too.
I did take an arrow to the knee.
But it's like what, $1.5 million for a 30-second commercial. In the middle of American Idol, so the result shows get longer and longer after the.
That's what she said. Yeah. The best part: dim the lights, dim the music, take a breath, get a snack.
I don't even. I just
call your friends.
Who's out? Delete that one.
delete.
That's how I end the results.
But
we don't need no sticking results.
No.
So last week I did. Did you ever watch it, Matthew? I sent you that. Link to watch Elise, who kind of really does look like Lady Gaga, sing "Whole Lot of Love." And in my mind, you don't cover the Beatles because you're going to suck at it. You don't cover Zeppelin because you're going to suck at it. You just can't. And
I cover the Beatles
because you're going to suck at it. And so I was really impressed because plus that's such a masculine song, and she did quite a great job of it.
Yeah,
and in my mind, when I sing it, that's how I sound like in the car, with the echo and everything.
Well,
I'm really impressed with that because she has been, I mean, she can sing, but you know how Idol is. Sometimes they have off nights.
Yeah, or they choose the wrong song.
If they choose the wrong song.
The wrong song is a killer.
Or they were advised to choose the wrong song.
I guess, maybe.
But it was really, I was impressed by that. Because you just stroll up and sing "A Whole Lot of Love." My dogs are barking.
I know. I got a dog. One dog, and she's bitching. Hey, you, stop bitching back there. But yeah, she was really great. At least I watched the video. And yeah, with the killing though, that it was 2 hours, and it was really good. And we'll see what happens. I liked it. A lot of people are tuning out, but I like the characters. It's unlike Lost, where I really wanted to find out what everything meant. In this one, I kind of like the lead character. She's like very vulnerable, but tough vulnerability, if that makes sense. Trying to get narrow through this world where everybody is. She can't trust anybody. It's very conspiracy-like now, and so we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
But
okay, yippee-ki-yay! Can I finish it?
Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Hubbard.
Bruce Willis is now a dad again.
Daddy.
Mm.
I thought you needed to know that.
Wait, but I thought Ashton Kutcher broke up with Demi Moore. Still counts?
His wife, who of course is a model, they have a baby girl they named Mabel, as in Mabel.
As in a larger black woman, or?
As in Mabel.
As in Mabel.
Mabel Ray Willis. As in what you talking about.
Wow.
And so we've got Rumor Scout, Tallulah, and Mabel. Now, honestly, it's one of my favorite scenes in The Simpsons when you've got Cletus calling all of his 89 children, and he starts naming all Rumor Scout, Tallulah, Tiffany. Okay, it's funny to me.
I was waiting for you to. Thought you were gonna name all 89. I thought.
Well, I don't remember all the names, but it starts out Rumor Scout, Tallulah. Is the whole thing. I
know. Do you think Bruce Willis had any say in the naming of his kids, or Demi Moore? I mean, I can't imagine in that marriage who had the pants.
Well, they haven't called me lately to go over that.
That's weird.
But
it's really
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you how I came to name my children. It was, well, my husband's so difficult to get along with to make a decision, but it's when their name is, when they have to write their initials, is it going to spell out something wrong? And believe me, I'm going to spot it.
Yeah.
And his thing was, are they going to have a stupid nickname because of whatever name they have been given by their parents?
Yep.
And so that drove us, like, we got to watch the stupid nicknames or nipnames, whatever, and we have to watch what their initials are. Even though the best initial is my friend Jay, because his initials are J-A-Y. It's like, that's the coolest thing ever. So, yeah. You do pretty well. Yeah, I had a couple of babies. Not me personally, but my cousin and my brother. Mm-hmm. Simon Jesser and Mikhail Natan, which is kind of Hebrew. But I think they're going to go, I'm going to call him Michael, but I think they're going to call him Mikhail. So you're just going to knowingly mess with him? And not call him by his name that his parents want him to be called, because that will piss a parent off in 2 seconds.
It might piss them off, but it might not piss them off if I'm really there for the kids. So.
Help out.
You're going to be taken aside and say, look, this is his name. This is what you're going to call him. Knock it off.
We'll see. I can see that I can see that for my nephew because of his parents, but I don't really know. I mean, what nickname for Simon? What is like Si?
Yeah, like I don't have a nickname really for my name. I mean, people call me Air or Double A, but there's no real shortened name.
Oh, cool. We can call you Airhead. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. No.
Yes.
Yes.
I was Jane the Brain, and I was plain Jane. And if I heard "Me Tarzan, you Jane" one more time,
Me Tarzan,
I
you
was going to
Jane.
start people in the groin.
That's in most countries. That's foreplay.
It sure wasn't Saint Bernadette.
Whoa!
Bam! Just a joke.
Bam! Bang! 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 Sound effects.
Well, guys, I'm gonna take off. I got some stuff I gotta do, but
you should take off some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me hang out with you guys.
If you don't want to wear pants, that's your own prerogative,
That's right. You don't have to wear pants.
But before you go, Aaron,
thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Any last words on next week's Game of Thrones?
I didn't watch any. I don't like to watch previews for the week next week because I want to be a surprise. So I kind of hate it. So I don't know what's coming up. I haven't even watched any trailers for this season yet. I've kept it
Wow,
all
that's
under
commitment.
wraps.
You want to be completely
Yeah.
surprised.
I do, and I've been
Bruce
pleasantly surprised
Willis's
so far.
character is dead in The Sixth Sense.
Oh, and the ship sinks.
Here's a
Sorry.
here's a Game of Thrones spoiler alert. Peter Dinklage will have sex with some chick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Are you
He's
sure?
been celibate the entire series. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and they'll be talking about taking over kingdoms and trying to form armies.
Stuff.
Things
And
like that.
Joffrey will be a dick. So.
I know, Joffrey. Now, wait, this is my prediction, that Joffrey will try to kill someone every single episode. Do you think that's true?
No, he's going to try to kill 5 people every episode.
Five people?
Yeah.
In fact, what he did this week was he tried to kill, there was a drunk guy that was the king has a little competition. It was naming day, and this guy came in drunk. And he's like, oh, you want to drink my wine? Okay, and then basically he's like, let him have his fill, and basically what he meant was drown the crap out of him with a barrel of wine.
Mm.
So.
If I had $1 for every time that happened to me.
Just like the Animal song.
Well, take it easy, guys. Have
Thanks a
good
lot.
one.
That was
Right. Bye, Aaron.
Aaron Banksy Woods. All right. Wow.
Banksy.
Glad he's not.
Eric Burden, spill the wine. Okay, never mind.
I'm missing it. I'm missing your.
Don't worry. It's just not funny. It's just not funny.
I'll be the judge of that.
If it was funny, I would.
Mabel was mother always bring extra love, or that's what Bronwyn McGuckin's mom said, and she stole it from television. And she said, if you love horror games, please do not name your kid Katniss. For the love of God, don't do it. My kids will call your kid Catpiss. Just saying. Aw, that's the kind of fans we have. They know what we like. We love the Catpiss. That's just not.
Sometimes it is really painful, though.
Yeah, some of these names.
Yeah.
Great.
Anyway, so anything else exciting happened you wanted to share?
I see Makowsky and Elle are trolling us because they're saying, what?
And then you put a W and an H. I was so subtle when we were wedding each other earlier today. I just put a V. It's like no one picked up that it was half a W. I put up a V.
Yeah.
Half a W.
I see. You got the V that you use when you're eating dessert. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, Dancing with the Stars, I caught 5 seconds of it just before we started. Gladys Knight was supposedly exquisite. She was graceful. That one guy who apparently likes to put himself out there said she was graceful. And the other guy, the older guy.
One guy that likes to put himself out there, and then that other guy.
Well, there's 2 men.
Judges?
Yes. Is that what you call them? Yeah, I don't know their names.
Okay.
Are
you talking about Bruno?
Bruno, I think, was the foreign-ish guy, right?
Well, depending on where you're from. Because, see, they also do Dancing with the Stars across the pond. And Bruno is Italian. And he, did I not mention my favorite thing to watch is the Elton John I'm Still Standing video because he's in that chauffeur's outfit and a Speedo?
Yes, you did, but I don't remember. I don't
Okay.
remember judging.
He's an actual dancer. The chick is an actual dancer, and she used to tour with Madonna. Not Blonde Ambition, but I guess the tour after that. When she did the song Rain, she's in the Rain video and a few others. But she was one of her featured dancers. And, yeah, they're all actual people who actually dance.
They're just actual people.
Yeah. So there's that.
No, and the British guy was, that's cool. The British guy, he was...
I'm not even going to tell you his name. I'm not
Don't tell me. Yeah, the British dude.
I'm going to let Brooke correct you on that.
Brooke likes him. The British dude was basically saying that I think he's the same age as Gladys Knight or something. He's like, I couldn't do what you guys do, and da-da-da-da. He's like, your form was much better, and he said, can I be a pip? And she said yes. So I guess that's all it takes.
That is hilarious.
It's hilarious that he gets to be a
hilarious.
pip. No one else. People being people.
So in your movie, were there any, because I haven't seen it yet because I suck like that. Though I'm planning to watch it.
I
So
heard that about you.
in your movie, are there any love scenes in your movie? There's a reason why I ask.
There is. Well, this is
Well,
like
you
a
made the
spoiler.
movie,
It's
do you
a
know
spoiler
that?
alert.
No?
No, but I'm just deciding what I want to say.
Just answer this. Does anybody kiss anybody in the movie? It's my only question.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Zac Efron says, because I do everything he says, that before he does a scene, he makes sure that unless he wants to mess with someone, there's no eating of the tuna sandwiches. And when I say tuna sandwich, I mean tuna.
Right, because you
Because
quickly
of
said
the
sandwich, Because of the metaphor. What?
Yes, because of the odor.
Although, if a love scene requires you to eat the quote-unquote tuna, you got to do it, right?
I want a chicken salad sandwich.
Didn't Jason Alexander and Seinfeld have to eat while he was making love?
He liked it. That was one of his things because he loved to eat.
He's like, that would be perfect. I could eat, I could watch TV, and have sex. That is great. All at the same time, Jerry.
Get out!
You're killing independent George. I had a hair. A bald woman rejected me. What?
Jimmy likes to shoot. You know what?
Jimmy.
It really bugs me when people do not get... And if I just say moops, that's how I judge you. If I say moops, it means nothing to you, I put you in another box. You're in a
no, don't you mean another circle?
And in another circle. Because you don't know what moops means. I don't hold it against you. It's just like, okay, I cannot have those conversations with them because to explain moops, it's just too much.
There's a lot of... Well, what about to explain potato? Have you been doing that lately?
No, I can't explain because potato. It's too... You have to bring in Makowsky to explain that. And he didn't even start it.
That seems like a 5-hour show.
Oh, no. I'm sure.
Did you meet Matt Makowsky in real life?
I have met everyone in real life but you.
No. What, Elle Gray?
Did I stutter?
How? How did you meet them all? They live near you?
What is this? Are you grilling me?
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?
Carnivore.
You
Oh, that's
have no
right.
idea my scope. You just don't know.
Are you saying that you have so much De Niro, you're like Robert De Niro?
Bobby. No, I'm not like Robert De Niro. I am Robert De Niro.
Oh my God, that explains the hair. What, you got it? You talking to me?
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I only have one other funny story, which I did post last night.
We didn't talk though. I wanted to talk more about the fact that Zach has this rule about tuna sandwiches.
That's really all I had.
Give me a break about having a rule. Like, why? Like, you chew your gum and you kiss. I mean, like, what are the chances someone's having a big ass tuna sandwich before
or
kissing
onions
scene?
Or garlic?
Right. And so be it.
You know, now that I know that, it makes me want to eat tuna, and then get all up in his grill.
I know, I don't get it. Zac
That's
Efron.
a different show, though.
Zac Efron, Zach, I mean, didn't they remake Big with him? Basically?
Sort of. Though, honestly, that movie, his best friend in that movie was such a super nerd with all the Star Wars and sci-fi stuff. I laughed a lot. It's, yeah.
Cynthia,
what was that? 17 again.
In case you don't know moops.
You know, she doesn't know moops.
No, she put it up for people that don't know it.
Oh.
17 again. Who was the? Oh, it was Matthew Perry, right?
Yeah.
But is Matthew Perry in the movie for like 5 seconds, or?
No, he earned his keep. He got like 10 minutes in the front end and about 5 minutes in the back end, and I'm sure he made some nice bank on that.
Some Chandler bank.
Chandler Bing.
Bang, bang.
Could he be any funnier? So, yeah.
I don't get what you're saying.
That's all
Joey
right.
Tribbiani. Friends friends were full of Matts. I know, it's like Matt, David. Can we get more Jewy than that? 2 Matts and a David.
Yeah, I guess so. Now, you see, here, riddle me this. Can I say that and not be offensive to people? Can I get more Jewy than that?
No, it depends on who you're saying it to. I guess everyone's their own person.
But you see, I don't think I've ever said it before.
I mean, it could be offensive. It depends on, everything can be offensive depending on
intent. Well, that's true.
If you're just,
I wouldn't mean it to be offensive.
Right. I don't.
Okay, so you actually can't explain it to me.
I'm basically saying that you can say it. I give you immunity.
Oh, you give me permission to say it. Well, I've never had reason to say it, so I don't.
It's one thing if you say, "Oh, you're so," that's Jewy of you. Well, actually, that was bad. It depends.
See, I've never had reason to say it, but now I'm thinking about it. It's like,
if you say that sounds kind of Jewy, that might be okay. But if you said, Oh, that's really Jewy of you. Like, if you say it, like, really, like, as I said, what you mean by trying to say Jewy is cheap, then that's probably not good. But you say, like, because I ain't cheap. Yo.
Really? Prove to me how you are not cheap. I would like an example.
This is the PLUStainment Show. Thanks for watching.
I just want one example, and we can end the show. We can put it out of its misery.
Of how I'm not cheap every single time.
I just want an example.
Every
I'm not doubting you. I just want an example.
I always leave money in the tip jar every single time at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and every place that there's one.
When you say money, exactly, is it like something you found on the floor, or did you walk in with it?
I usually find money on the floor. That's how I've made my millions. And if you're watching, I recommend finding money on the floor for a living. It's easy.
And by the way, if you're watching and you have those stupid game-playing things where I don't even know how much it costs, but you've got, the claw, it picks it up, or all that business that's in Walmarts and some other stores when you first walk in, or some restaurants, do not ever make it possible to use a debit card, because I never have change, and I can always say to my kids, it doesn't take a card, can't use it. Don't ever change that. Don't ever change. Don't go trying to change.
Don't try to put change. Don't get rid of the change method for the change.
Don't go changing to try and please me. Don't change the color of your hair.
Billy Joel is not here tonight, but instead, I'm here.
Hey, how come you're not wearing your, I was going to say Ryan Seacrest getup, but I meant Ryan Van Sickle getup.
You mean this thing?
Yeah. Go on, put it on. Put it on, and then we can end. Is it someone you knew?
It's somebody new. Blew past.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
On the way to the school one day.
Anything else you'd like to tell me? Oh, Alec Baldwin's going to marry a 28-year-old. Think that will last?
We are the orange people, by the way.
I know we are.
Anus cake penetrations? Wow, I just said that. I just said that out loud. There you go, Matt Makowsky for the win. Oh my God! I'm so glad that Elle Gray and Matt Makowsky have time out of their busy lives to join us.
Oh, come on, invite him in. Come on, invite him in.
Then the show will never end.
Oh, it will, because I'll leave. Come on, invite Makowsky in, because then he can tell you about anus cakes, and which, by the way, is not obscene.
You said abscene, not obscene, but abscene with an A, which is awesome because I agree.
See?
So we're waiting for Matt Makowsky and Elle Gray to get in here. Matt Makowsky and Elle Gray, if you want to get your butts in here. In fact, you know what?
Guys.
I'll invite Cynthia and we've never done this before. We had Aaron Wood.
No, we haven't.
Might as well make a meal out of it.
Get in here now. Now, Elle,
you
and Bela. Or Zontar could come in with Elle. I don't care. But just get in here now. And then we'll be done.
So while we're waiting for them,
So
anything with movies?
I'm trying to think.
There's a new American Pie movie.
Weren't there already 10 of them?
There were, and now they're usually the straight to TV. But what was the point of making it? Well, I guess money.
I mean, it's just coming out, or they're filming it.
No, it's
you don't actually
coming. No, it's coming out. It's gonna be cast reunions that shouldn't happen. No, it really is coming out, but I'm not sure of the date. We're joined by another Matt of the Makowsky variety. Hello, Matt.
Hi. I was just in an important conversation with Elle Gray about when we were kids and we were stuck in the closet by our father together.
Your father is a tough man.
Well,
when you say stuck, do you mean like you were like glued to the closet? Like
no, we weren't glued. We were free to roam.
What?
We had no lights. We were kind of like flowers in the attic, but we were flowers in the closet.
You didn't actually try to eat each other, did you?
There was no eating involved. We did have to hide a candlestick, but we didn't have a candlestick.
See?
Potato. I'm sorry, my dog's barking. I'm trying to control it.
Are you going to explain? You going to explain because potato, or should we just leave it as it is?
I can't even explain. Because potato, is Matthew not aware?
No, I haven't. I've told him nothing.
Oh, I mean, all I know is that it's basically
Because potato.
You use it so you don't have to explain what it is. It's basically what I got.
Well, it can be used to end an argument. It can be used to just make an insane statement when you've got nothing better to say.
It can be used to approach someone you don't know.
But why potato? Why that word?
It actually came from another person who was himself baffled by some set of circumstances. Basically, Elle Gray pushed him into saying "because potato," and then it became a meme. That's all I know. Is he ended his statement with "because
Are we going to say who it is?
It's Alex Balcazar.
Mm-hmm.
He said he just wrote like a little 4-line blurb, and he just said "because potato," and then Elle took it and turned it into a meme of her cat. And her cat was saying like 16 things, and then just ended it with "because potato." And if you read the meme with the cat, it made even more sense because, of course, cat logic a cat would just say, "because potato," right? It would just that's just the way a cat would think. It's cat meow.
No. So Matt, while you're here explaining potato, are there any TV shows or movies that we've mentioned that you actually got to watch?
I watched 2 shows.
Let's hear it.
Seinfeld
and Real Sex
and Family Guy.
Oh, Family Guy was great.
And that's I can't watch anything. It's funny. My parents watch Seinfeld as if it's a new show. They think it's like being filmed this week. I mean,
what's with Seinfeld? It's rerun. It's on. Why is it on so late? I don't understand.
In my mind, your parents are the Costanzas.
Are they? We're gonna be in the pool house.
They do kind of live in a Boca del Vista, kind of an atmosphere.
Yeah.
But it is funny when they talk about Seinfeld and they're like, "What? This is a rerun?" I'm like,
it's like a Back to the Future rerun.
I was going to say
what
that.
are you talking about? These are brand new. Oh my God, Jason Harvey was the brother.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're getting crowded in here.
And Bronwyn is here too.
Win.
What did you do? Open the floodgates to hell? You must have if I'm here.
Well, yeah.
It is. Oh, hello, Kitty.
Oh my God, Bronwyn has made it. She's McGucked out.
Hey, Bronwyn.
Oh my God, it's so dark in the room. She looks a little like Maya Bialik. Put on the lights.
Looks like she could hide the candle. Maybe she's hiding the candle. Come on, light it up.
Pass the potato.
She could be. Light up the candle.
Light this thing.
Light it up, Mother Hubbard.
So, I want to know something from each of you. This is very important to me. What movie do you think really profoundly affected you as a child? Let's start with you, Matt.
Which Matt?
You.
Makowsky.
Whoever answers. What movie shaped you?
Well, it's funny you ask, Jane.
Yes.
The movie that profoundly impacted me was I was like 5, and my father took me to see Jaws in the theater. And Jaws and Benji were out like at the same time. It was like 1970. What year was Jaws out? Like 76, 77. And it was like Jaws was out and Benji was out, and I'm like 5, 6, 7, however the hell old I was. I don't even know what year I was born anymore. And he's like,
72.
My father's like, let's go see Jaws. It's like about like a man-eating shark that just eats children and families in the ocean. I'm like, nah, I'd really prefer to go see Benji because I'm 5. He's like, fuck you, we're going to see Jaws. And he drags my ass to Jaws. And, like, to this day, I won't go more than 10 feet out into the ocean.
And that is how you parent. That is good.
That is extreme parenting.
That is awesome. Lisa, that's bad babysitting. Hey,
extreme parenting.
She's like, I have to lower my mic to talk to you. It's hard.
I don't have headphones, by the way. So if there's an echo.
No, the echo's not too bad. You got a little bit of. I did hear your clock.
Wow, that was magical the way you did that. Here, let's hold hands. Do it again. Oh, that's nice.
Did you wash your hands before we just did that? Because did you know that the +1 button gives you herpes?
Yeah, I heard that.
It all depends on you got to be careful what you touch it with.
Yeah.
I have many responses that I'm not going to say right now because I want to hear Bronwyn's movie.
Bronwyn, what movie affected you most as a child? That you remember the most?
You are not making sound. Sound does not exist.
Use your sign language.
Type in the chat.
Act it out. Act it out.
First word.
Let's see if we can guess it.
Like,
Bronwyn, let's guess your movie.
Mighty
Guess your
Ducks.
movie.
No. One word.
Make it The
5
Wizard
words.
of Oz, okay?
No way.
Oh, I got it. It's Gone with the Wind.
Oh my god, it's like a silent movie. Bambi. Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh, Alive. When they all got fucking eaten up in the mountains. When they all fucking ate each other. Up in the goddamn mountains. Fucking Alive. That's it. That's it.
Welcome to the PLUStainment Show, the only fucking show where we fucking like to say the shittiest fucking things about the fucking greatest dumbass, condemned, ridiculous movies here. Revenge of the Nerds! Oh, that was a big thing for me too, Revenge of the Nerds. That was my first fair pair of breasts that I saw as a kid.
Oh, never came. I liked it. Okay, can you hear me now? Acting it out.
So tell it was Alive, right? I was right?
No, it was Revenge of the Nerds.
It was Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah, she wrote it in the chat.
Lambda, lambda, lambda. Well, I would have to be following the chat. I was too hypnotized by everyone else.
Since we can't actually hear her, can we pretend it was Alive?
I like Revenge of the Nerds better though than Alive. Okay.
Because that's when people eat each other in the mountains.
Well, they did
At least
that.
it's not Howard the Duck, because I would have an issue.
Revenge of the Nerds, they ate pies in that movie, so it's basically the same thing. Kind of.
That's true. That's true. Rappa? What's your Rappa film?
Mine has to be Back to the Future. How could that not change your life?
Oh, I know. Do you still love Huey Lewis?
Always, yeah. It's to be square.
Can we see your 2100 gigawatts impression?
1.21 gigawatts.
What did he say? Like 2100 gigawatts?
How could I be so careless?
I gotta be so careless. 2100.
Didn't you watch me when I was on Taxi? I was so good.
2100 gigawatts.
What does the yellow light mean? Slow down. What?
What is the deal with this? Mike, we have to send you back to the future.
It's your kids, Marty. They're dating black people.
Oh my God, Family Guy. Elle Gray loves my New York accents. That's great. New York. Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody got Jewish at the end of the meeting. It's your kids, they. We're going back to the future. We got to see
Marty, your kids, they converted to Judaism. They have to be stopped.
The kids are schmucks.
Your kids are a couple of schmuckeries. They don't know right from left. Right?
They're cocking up in yum. They're mishugging us.
They always lose Twister. Co-ed naked Twister, they're always naked. They play hide the pickle. They don't eat the pickle. What a waste.
In nomine Patres. Like that. Throw a little Latin on you.
Elle Gray has the pee-pee. No Doctor Who. All I know about Doctor Who is there's been like 20 different actors playing Doctor Who over the course
One of which is Matt Makowsky.
Well, I was one of them, and Starsky from Starsky and Hutch, I think, was one of them.
Oh, I thought he was so hot, and then I heard he did Fiddler on the Roof, and the fact that he was singing. Well, I didn't hear it. I know he was in Fiddler on the Roof.
Starsky did Fiddler on the Roof?
Ben Stiller?
The original.
The
original.
Wait, hold on.
Paul Michael Glaser.
Oh, the horses.
Does the rapper think that Starsky and the Hutch, the movie, was the original Starsky? No, he couldn't.
No, that was Matt. That was Rappaport making a joke.
Oh, thank goodness.
I want to make sure, because that might actually be funnier if you really did that.
Yeah, it would be funny.
It would be funny.
Thank God
I know that
movie was
Starsky
so
and Hutch had a cameo in the movie with the car.
With the who?
They were cameoed at the end.
What?
You know, I just saw 21. I saw 21 Jump Street. Speaking of awesome cameos,
Johnny Depp. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Did you see it?
I didn't. Was it funny? I heard it was funny.
I peed my pants 5 times.
So basically, you couldn't get up.
Well, my urine bag. You know, I have a bag and it leaks. So.
Oh my God.
I mean, I've had everything removed. So.
Okay.
So how do you fly a plane? With your mind?
How do I?
No, he really can fly a plane.
I can still fly. I can still fly commercial airplanes.
Surely you can't be serious again.
I have the lasagna.
Okay,
Don't order. Whatever you do, don't order.
Actually, that was a movie that also profoundly affected me. Seeing Airplane, I saw that when I was like 8 or 9 or whatever, and that movie really screwed me up.
Your parents really effed you over.
My grandparents took me to that. My grandparents also took me to see Animal House, and from that point forward, they were banned from taking.
Wow, so Animal House was the first version of Revenge of the Nerds, almost a little bit. No.
You can't really. I'm not sure it's legal to compare the two.
Oh, really? Is it really?
Yeah,
well,
there's a fine in some states.
Are you saying that one was a good movie and one was not? They weren't.
No, they're both good movies, but Animal House was truly a classic.
Yes.
Truly, truly.
Well, only because of Belushi's lines. They were classic.
No. Eric Stratton, damn good to meet you. I mean, there were a lot of great lines.
There were.
I cannot go past the cucumbers in the grocery store without thinking of that movie.
By the way, I forgot my fucking plug. It's goddamn. I'm sorry to curse. We're on the air.
No, you've already fucking said a lot of that shit. There's no rules about fucking cursing. It's just that it fucking happens.
I forgot my stupid power cord. I didn't know you guys were going to invite me in, and I've got my power cord.
Well, that means...
Oh, that's not good.
But I can I get on, not that I have to worry about it. You guys go ahead. If I fall off, it's because my computer went dead.
Well, I want to see if Bronwyn had capabilities of audio.
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Pretend you can't.
Then we have,
It'd be funnier.
Then we have
Oh,
audio.
that's mean.
Yes, we have audio.
That's not funny.
Don't be mean,
No,
Jane
it's not
Allen.
funny. No, I just...
Don't be mean.
Because
She's a guest.
there are several people that do that to me all the time when I'm messing
What?
with my mic.
What?
And you, in
What?
particular, are one.
What?
What?
So Revenge of the Nerds, so basically after you saw that movie...
Okay.
After you
No,
saw
it was
that
a
movie...
very-
No, I was going to say, after you saw that movie, did you want to be a Delta Pi, Omega Mu, a Lambda?
Well, okay. The story that is, my parents couldn't find a babysitter, so they...
I love it already.
So I was, what did that come out, 1984?
Yeah, so you were how
Okay.
old? 4?
I'm not going to tell you, but
3?
somewhere around there, a little younger. And it's my earliest going to the movies memory. And they assumed that I would fall asleep, as my brother did, and I did not. And I think 98% of what happened in that movie went, like, I didn't get a lot of it. So watching it as an adult, it's like, what were you guys thinking?
Mm-hmm.
But
They weren't.
I took they weren't. But I took the lesson of being nice to others. If people bully you, you can be better than them and win. The geek shall inherit the earth. Even though I'm very much a believer in there's a difference between geeks and nerds, that it's okay to be smart. And I had such a crush on the little one, the kid.
Wormser?
You
had a crush on Wormser?
It was my first my first crush, I think.
So what part did it for you
second.
when he was like in between
I
the
don't
two
know,
pair of breasts, looking at them and like going?
I don't know. I didn't get it. I just thought he was funny and
Yeah.
whatever. So like.
So
he
what
had
did you?
on tape.
It's because I really like that movie, and it's really for guys. I mean, it's for everyone, but like what they do. Family Guy makes fun of it really bad. It's like they like commit. Technically, they commit like so many crimes in real life, like what they did to those.
Yeah, it's just.
To the,
I mean, there was the parts where the jacket went over my head because they saw that I was still awake, or like like put your head down and like go.
Yeah, but you're talking about seeing. But you're a
um,
woman seeing a naked woman. I mean, what's the big deal?
So
No.
So I mean, like I didn't get it. I mean, as an adult now, like there are things about that movie that bother me. Especially the bounce house scene. Really bothers me now. As
The bounce
a
house.
kid, I
Is that, you mean the fun house?
Yeah, no, when like they go in the moon room.
The fun,
And
yeah,
she
the fun
thinks-
house. Yeah, she thinks it's her boyfriend.
She
Yeah,
thinks her boyfriend.
Mhm.
That really bothers me as an adult. As a
because
kid, I'm
technically it's kind of like
worried.
rape, but, right?
Yeah, because she thinks it's somebody else, but it's not.
But is it
really
rape
bothers
though if
me.
she enjoyed it? I don't know.
Oh, that's another conversation. Makowsky
He's
has
not
fixed
here.
his problem if you want to have him back in.
Yeah, he can come back in.
He said,
oh,
well, he's on a different device now.
but it is so interesting. Well, but there are things wrong with the movie, but I have to say, like, at the end, they did wrong things, but wrong things were done to them that were pretty
Right.
wrong too. So
Right.
you're right, so not say make it wrong, but at the end, they weren't
No,
they weren't doing anything that mean. I don't know. I guess so. It's kind of funny though. The girl that ends up as his girlfriend, he basically put on plates that everybody had pictures of. So it's kind of funny.
Right. So I don't know if I
Right.
want to be his girlfriend, but clap your hands, everybody, and everybody clap your hands.
Mhm.
I know that's on my heart, but I'm not going to sing it now.
Okay.
Jane, do you have any comments about Revenge of the Nerds?
It amused me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. 2 thumbs up.
Booger is the best part. What?
Yes.
By far.
Matthew, reinvite Makowsky, because I can't even find what I'm looking at here. That'd be great. Thank you very much. So.
This is the longest show ever.
I know, and about 5 minutes of it was, kind of interesting. So.
Oh.
unlike when I was on earlier today, and I thought I forgot we were actually doing a show.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's okay. It was cursed. It was cursed.
From the very beginning.
Well, Jane, what movies affected you? Wow, so many of them.
I was about to ask.
It really depends. I think my love of Beautiful Shoes comes from Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers films because it imprinted on me the gorgeous shoes she danced in. And I thought, wow, she's dancing in these beautiful shoes. Other than the fact that the dance was lovely and the gowns were lovely, I just focused on the shoes. Like, I love these shoes. And I've got a thing about black patent leather high heels from a number that she did, I think, in Swing Time. And they're just so beautiful. And, of course, I read later how her feet were bleeding inside of them. And, like, yeah, I get that. But it was so beautiful.
Just kind of like Black Swan. What?
It was exactly like Black Swan, except without the craziness. My husband said something funny about Black Swan. He saw about 10 minutes of it, which is all sorts of crap, by the way. And so
I think it's a good movie.
It is a good movie, but he says,
I did not like it at all.
This looks like it's a really well-made, good movie. I have no interest in watching it.
Wow.
He said, it looks like it's made really well, and it would actually be good. I just don't care about any of them.
I was really looking forward to seeing Black Swan, and I was extremely disappointed.
Wow,
What did you not like about it?
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess because I was in that world for 12 years, and my experience was nothing like that. And then like the whole
Lesbian.
Well, that didn't really bother me, but the psychological part where I don't know, I didn't like it. I can't form into words right now why it bothered me. It just did. I don't know. It just gave me that reaction, and I was just like, oh.
If you haven't seen the movie, you want to see the movie, turn away or fast forward. But I'm gonna go into what it was. It was all in her head. She was just crazy.
It was all in her head,
and they were just obsessed about being the best possible. She didn't want to just be the best. She wanted to be
perfect.
Perfect, exactly. And
she
that exists in ballet.
Perfection.
That existed, but that exists in that world.
It does. And then, she dies.
Spoiler. No.
When she reaches, spoiler alert, she dies when she reaches perfection. And it's just I thought it was just such a waste. So, I just thought it was plus I don't like blood, and I was like, oh, there's blood.
And Aronofsky before that made The Wrestler, was the movie before that, and they were I felt like they were very similar. There were a lot of similarities between the two, because they were both about two people that really were obsessed with what it is that they were doing. She was obsessed with being a perfect ballerina. He was obsessed. He couldn't leave this world of wrestling. He was really obsessed, and that was all he knew. So it was and then they both had basically the same ending, right, in a sense. So, did you guys see The Wrestler?
Parts of it.
I saw parts of it.
Yeah. You have to understand, there is a lot of Dora the Explorer I have to watch. And
so these are the pros.
Phineas and Ferb.
These are the pros of the cons, or the cons of kids. The cons.
I'll tell you the cons. The cons are the freaking Doodle Bobs, which...
Oh, the Doodle Bobs. We started.
I hate the Doodle Bobs. And now there's a cartoon.
Oh, no.
Now there's a cartoon version of them, and sometimes they don't... My youngest watched it for 2 months straight, and now they're dead to her. So it didn't last long, and they've never got to watch Barney because Barney's dead to me. But there's freaking Doodle Bobs, and they're people, and Lazy Town is one step above Doodle Bobs.
Lazy.
But there's so much there's so much gay porn involved in these films, these TV shows, in my mind.
What?
It's just You have to see it. It's just, not that there's anything wrong with gay porn. It's just you wouldn't expect it for a children's show. And I'm just so distracted by the horrificness of it. And, there's one that's on now that I can barely tolerate, and it's 4 of them. Oh, and they sing, and they wear the same clothes every week, and it's crap.
Are they co-ed or is it all boys?
No, it's not the all boys. It's the 2 guys.
Co-ed one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's
yeah. Because I remember when it came out, they were called one thing, and then 2 weeks before the release, they changed the name.
Is it on Nick or Disney?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
But I hate it, especially the guy that raps.
Rap.
That'll start rapping in the middle of a song, and I know. Because I know somebody just like him, actually. It's like, I know.
Fresh Beat Band?
Yes! I hate that.
Yes, the Fresh Beat Band. Oh, God.
And they used to be, they were going to call them like the Bouncies or the Jumpers or something, and they changed the title. I don't know why. I should remember that. 20 years from now, I'm going to be saying,
I can't wait to have kids to watch crappy cartoons.
But I started my oldest with The Simpsons, and when she first was able to talk, we would go through all my Simpsons book, and she'd go, Homer, Moe. I was like, yeah. Got her on The Simpsons. And I think I've screwed them up just like Makowsky's grandparents screwed him and his dad, because they really like dinosaurs. So what's the best dinosaur movie?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that is not the best movie to show a 4- or 5-year-old.
No,
I waited till they were a little older, and then,
Is Dinosaurs the series on DVD?
Maybe. I knew one of the girl in that. She was a bitch.
You knew a dinosaur?
No, they were with humans.
Dinosaurs were with humans?
I think they were humans.
Yeah, it was like humans wearing, costumes, and like I think the
that sounds
was
horrible.
A puppet. But no, it was really, really good. It was from like 1990. It was called Dinosaurs. It was on ABC.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. Not the mama. I'm the baby. Gotta love me.
Yeah.
I don't know it. Oh, there's some other, what's the other one the guy always wears the orange outfit? Not dinosaurs. What's that horrible kid show that I hate? It's DJ, whatever.
Scribble?
And then it's got the 4, no, I hate it though. Yo Gabba Gabba.
We talked about it. Let's not talk. No more kid shows!
I'm sorry, but Matthew, you have to understand, they're so horrific, they can suck you in, and you'll just watch it and go, I can't. I mean, Sesame Street was never that bad. Sesame Street was awesome.
Is Sesame Street good now?
I don't watch it. So
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any kids. I'm the auntie. So I'm always the one that people call to babysit, and I'm the one that's always the fun aunt, and I, care because all my friends are having kids, and I'm the boring one that buys books. It's like they know me at the bookstore. And I'm like, but I watch a couple of these shows, and it's just like, no, I'm going to buy you books now.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb is where it's at, I'll tell you that.
I like Phineas and Ferb.
I'll just watch that myself. It's like, oh, it's a Phineas and Ferb marathon. Do finish shorts. And it's just me by myself, Phineas and Ferb. Good time.
Like I got introduced to Phineas and Ferb because there was an episode called Mary McGuffin, and people were like, oh, you have to watch this because it's like I keep thinking of you. It's like, okay, because McGuckin, it sounds similar, and I was like, oh, that was actually a really cute show. And then like I saw the movie, and I was just like, I'm addicted.
Yeah, and I'm also a fan of SpongeBob because the SpongeBob SquarePants movie is awesome.
I liked the stuff from my childhood the best, but I think everybody says that, which makes me sad that kids today are going to grow up in 20 years and be like, the shows when I was a kid were really awesome.
Yeah, no Lidsville and Sigmund and the Sea Monster for them.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, now that you're just...
No, Mr.
Do you have
Rogers.
any sharp objects, Matthew?
No, Mr. Rogers. I'll be okay. Let's talk about Titanic in 3D, speaking of sharp objects. Really? I mean, Titanic is going to be in theaters in 3D, and I'm guessing the ship sinking and all that stuff looks nice, but does anyone really care?
No.
No.
Okay, that solves that.
That solves that issue. Are you looking forward to any movies? I see Three Stooges. I don't know about that.
I'm looking forward to, what is it, Safety Not Guaranteed? What's it called? The
Safety,
time travel
oh, yeah,
one?
the time travel, Safety Not Guaranteed with Mark Duplass
Yeah,
from
that's what
Elite,
I'm looking forward to.
and Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Rec.
There was a movie I was looking forward to, and I don't know I don't know if it's even going to come out now, but I really was, back in February, I was really looking forward to Neighborhood Watch, because I love Jonah Hill, and I don't.
People say to me all the time that I look like him, but I don't know.
You are reminiscent of him in your delivery.
Bronwyn has met me in my delivery, but does my face look like him? I don't know.
Well, you look more like him than I do.
Wow. You look more like Bronwyn than I do.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know. I didn't think about it.
So what'd you say Jonah Hill in this? What's this movie called?
It's called Neighborhood Watch, and it's apparently about a neighborhood watch group in the suburbs.
Oh, with Ben Stiller, right?
With Ben Stiller, Jonah Hill, Vince Vaughn, and I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, so I'm not going to say it, but he plays Moss on the IT Crowd. I can't pronounce his last name, so I'm going to try. And so I was really looking forward to it, and then they pulled all the advertising, and they're revamping the marketing, and now it's the last I heard, they don't even know if it's coming out. Oh, well.
Oh, Seth Rogen.
I understand why.
Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, who wrote Superbad and Pineapple Express, wrote this.
I get I get why they're pulling, I get it, and I understand, and I, support the decision, so I'm not going to.
Well, Jonah Hill, Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, Billy Crudup is in it, Rosemary DeWitt, Will Forte, a bunch of people.
Man, Will Forte, how many times do you have to use that as a joke? Well, this is my forte.
Whoa. So what's your forte? It's like that sketch where you have to say every word but his last name. So what would you say is your biggest, can you lay us your biggest fart? Check. So yeah, Neighborhood Watch. Let's see. So it's being screwed around with. And the Avengers. Do you guys care about the Avengers? Do you think
yes,
I care about
with
the Avengers.
Mr. Steed and Emma Peel. The Avengers.
Would you call them Mr. Hot number 1 and Hot number 2? Is that?
No, Mr. Steed. Diana Rigg was Emma Peel. Those are the Avengers I care about.
Oh, those. You're talking about those, not the Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, I know. Because it was so cool, because you finally get to see her husband, and he turns around and looks, and it's Patrick McNee. And it's like, oh my god, they look just alike. It's almost as good as the Newhart ending. Okay, nobody cares. Okay.
I know about the Newhart. It was all a dream. Exactly.
Alright, I'm looking at a list of movies. I used to know things off the top of my head, but I have no memory anymore. That are coming out. I want to see Think Like a Man.
There's not.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Maybe 5-Year Engagement will be funny with Jason Segel and Emily Blunt.
Does it last 5 years?
Probably. He just made a movie called Jeff Who Lives at Home. Should be called Matt Who Lives at Home. What?
What's a little bit of heaven? Oh, I don't like her. I don't want to watch it.
Who's that? Who's in it?
What's her face? Kate Hudson.
Oh yeah, I met her. Yeah.
I don't really like her either.
She's so there. I've said this before. There's certain people that are really kind of attractive on the silver screen, close up, with makeup and everything. They look really kind of cute. But then you see them in real life, you're like, just the person. They're short and kind of plain, and the fact that they really weigh 5 pounds is really scary to me. Be skinny, but Jesus Louise, eat something once in a while. I don't know.
Well, I lived in Minnesota for a period of time, and it was I don't know why my block was chosen a lot, but they filmed a lot of movies in my neighborhood, and I actually met Cameron Diaz when she was filming. The movie was called Healing Minnesota, of all things. And she was, dressed down, her hair was all grungy, and she still looked pretty hot. And I was just like, wow. And she was really, really sweet and really nice. And that was 20 years ago, and I don't know what she's like now, but before she got really, really famous.
She doesn't call anymore?
Nice.
She
doesn't call anymore.
It's awful.
There are certain people that do look good. Julie Roberts was really, Nicole Kidman, but like people, shorter girls, maybe like 8.
By the way, Nicole Kidman and I, we had our children at the very same hospital. Just thought I'd throw that in.
At the same time?
I didn't say that. I just said it was the same hospital. It's a very small hospital in Nashville. Well, it doesn't matter. Neither one of us are having kids there. It's Centennial Women's Hospital. It's where we both had our kids.
Oh yeah, Battleship. I kind of want to see that.
That was fascinating. I know.
No, it was. I was gonna. Nicole Kidman.
They made a movie out of what to expect when you're expecting.
They made a movie out of
my God,
Battleship.
that book.
Okay.
Why? Yeah.
It was a board game. Why don't
What
they
to
make
expect when you're expecting
No,
made me make bad brownies that one time.
This summer, coming to you from Google Plus is Google Plus the movie based on the home game. I will be Mr. Monopoly. Oh, we didn't even use any effects.
Man in Black 3 is coming out in May.
Yes, it was.
I don't know if we're even allowed to, but who cares? Let's do this thing.
Oh, if you put the goatee on, I'm going to smack you.
Which one is it?
No.
Was it this one?
No.
There we go. Same.
Wow.
That's a good
That
time.
is actually more you. I'm glad you did that. It's nice.
I can't grab my hat. Oh, my hat is bouncy.
It was this big. Well,
That's the PLUStainment Show.
yeah, it is PLUStainment here.
It is PLUStainment. So thank you so much. We had Aaron Wood. We had Matt Makowsky. We had Bronwyn. Am I saying right?
Yep.
McGuckin. No, come on. What is it that I'm doing wrong? It's like brawn, and then it's win, like you're winning, right?
Right, but when you put them together, you somehow kind of...
What, have a New York accent?
Oh, I don't know.
Bronwyn?
Yeah. There you go.
Bronwyn, Breenwyn, McGuckin.
Yeah.
Oh, you're such an angel, Jane Ellen. Thanks for doing the
I
show.
know.
It's a pleasure.
What's an aim?
Did you have fun, McGuck?
I did.
What the McGuck? Does anyone ever say
McGuck?
that?
No, they say other things.
McGuck doesn't suck. I got it.
Wow. That is
Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to say something funny. Okay, it's not.
Yeah,
Join us next
trying,
week. Join us next week with
maybe you
Gene
can do
Allen.
another
I'm still
song.
here. I will go
Yes,
work on some
ooh.
songs.
Yeah, we might.
Sing.
What is
Would you sing Styx? What is it? Come Sail Away. Would you sing that on your next singing?
Maybe. Should I do it as Eric Cartman?
Yes.
Oh, here. I actually have a funny story to tell you about singing, and I can do it in under a minute. So
That's what I heard.
Now I live in the Bible Belt, and I wasn't born and raised here, but I live here, and so there's still stuff that goes on. I'm sure there's random snake handling I don't know about, but irrelevant. That's fine if you want to do that. But they had invited the family over for their big Christmas dinner thing. So we're there, and then she said, "My cousins are coming. You might want to leave now." It's like, why? And she said, "Just wait, but now is your out." Like, okay. We're just hanging out. Everybody was talking. There were like people that were not related. It was pleasant. Then these people show up and they get out of the car with these boxes. And there are 2 boxes and there are books in them. And so I of course back away and I say, "What's in the box? What are those books?" Because I don't know these people at all. And she said, those are their hymnals. They're going to do a singing now. It's like, they're what? You're going to do singing. And that's apparently what her cousins, they do, which is great, and they were into it. But you see, there was no way I was going to get through that without, there was no way. So I had to leave. I had to leave right then. But I did look through the book, and other than Amazing Grace, I knew none of the songs. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Amazing Grace is the big one. So.
Yeah, pretty much everybody knows that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, geez, I don't know any of these. I said, oh,
actually,
what's
Geez knows all of them, I think.
it's like,
By the way.
it's like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know any of these songs. I will have to leave.
So when we next have a show, it'll be in the middle of Pesach, on Easter probably. It's Sunday, right?
Easter Sunday, yes.
Easter Sunday.
Happy Easter. Hope you guys get the eggs.
Happy Easter.
Happy. And then Greek Easter is probably like a different day.
That means all the candy's on sale Monday.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing.
So Cadbury or what are those? What are the Peeps? You want some Peeps?
I'm a Cadbury caramel egg person.
You don't eat Peeps?
Yeah, those are pretty awesome.
I don't eat Peeps.
No,
I
do not eat Peeps unless they... Anyway.
Wow. Jane Ellen is by Coastal. By winning. What? Uh-oh. When was the last time you heard by winning? It's been a while. Winning.
So, our show's over for tonight.
That's it. PLUStainment Show. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for inviting me to join you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Jane Ellen, Aaron Wood, Matt Makowsky, Elle Gray, Cynthia Yeldrum, I probably said her name wrong, I hope not. And everyone else, Michael Carvel, and who else was watching? Lots of you were watching.
Next time Makowsky can tell us how to fly a plane, because he really knows that.
I can't wait. That should be exciting. We could talk about we could do a show all about airplane movies and all the canceled airplane TV shows. All right. Good night, everybody. This is the PLUStainment Show. Buy high, sell low. Look at my fingers. There they go.